Anyways, as I was saying, when I got my first cat, his name was Hunter, and he was just a cute little baby, fluffy fluff ball, and he was in our neighbor's tree. It was a big, huge oak tree at my mom's house, and my ex-husband and I were coming home from a date. He wasn't we were just dating at the time, and well, actually, I think we were already engaged. But I heard this cute little meow, and it was kind of late. I think it was probably 10 or 11, and I said, "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty," and that little stinker come running down that tree and come all the way to my feet, and I looked down and I just saw the cutest cat you ever did see. Oh, he was so cute. He was really fluffy, and he had these beautiful green, hazel green eyes, and a little cute white spot on his nose, and then it went up, and all four of his paws were white. And then he had the tiger markings, but he had like all different kinds of beautiful colors: black, gray, caramel color, tan, and white. And he was really close to my heart. And he outlasted my other two cats, which were actually younger than him. And the other two were females, because I thought it was best to have a male and a female kitty, so they could keep each other company and playmates and all that. And then the second kitty that I got, her name was Lady, and she was a stray. We got her when I was in college. No. It was after we got married, we went and lived in the town that we both went to college, and lived in a townhouse. And then she was up on the roof of our townhouse in the bedroom. And then I, being the cat person I am, I immediately wanted to let her in, and so we did. And my poor ex-husband, he was so patient, or I don't know what you say, but we had his dog too, and she was a golden retriever. So we ended up having 3 animals. And then as we were getting ready to move, I wanted to take the cats for a checkup, and we found out that Lady had feline leukemia, which there was no cure for it at the time. Now I think there's a medicine that can prolong their lives, but I was devastated. And then I had to keep the cats separate because I was so afraid that Hunter would get sick. And so I had to have separate cat litter and separate food. And she passed away. We only had her for like a year, or not a year, but 2 years. She was like probably a little over 2 years old when she died. And we were living in a different place, a different town by then. And then the third, well, after she passed away, I was so sad. And my husband suggested that we go look at some kittens, you know, at the pet store. And so we did. And then I got, there's this beautiful little white, she was a Himalayan type cat with the sable colored fur. She is white, but her ears and her nose and her all her feet, and then she had a streak down her back and her tail, and she was like a calendar cat. Hunter and she could have been calendar cats. If I would have been into photography at the time, I would have probably started taking pictures of them and entering them into you know, calendar. But anyways, we got her, and I named her Kuneko because there's this book that I really like, and the main character's name is Kuneko, which means little cat in Japanese. And she was such a little cutie. I wish I could have given my cats a better life. But then, you know, human lives impact your pets' lives and the things that are going on in your life. Like with my ex-husband, we started having relationship problems. I think it was, well, we dated for 7 years and then we got married, and then we were married for so we got married in 95, so it was around 2001 when we started really having trouble, and we almost got divorced then. But then we tried for another 4 years, and we decided that it wasn't working out. He really is the one who decided, because I was raised as a Catholic, and we don't really, we frown upon divorce. I'm not a Catholic anymore. I'm just saying that that's important to me, as to stay with your first spouse, you know, unless, you know, there's abuse going on, or something really serious. So, but I think he met a woman where he was working, and he worked quite a bit, and so he and I were raised differently. He wasn't a Catholic, he was a Presbyterian, and I think Presbyterians and Protestants in general really have that pilgrim, you know, American pilgrim and work ethic, you know, like, I don't know what, I can't remember. It's, if you're not working, then you're useless, and you're if you're not making a lot of money, and prosperity is what defines a good Christian or something like that. And so anyway, since I'm an artist and I'm a creative person, and then come to find out I have Asperger's and ADHD and some other problems that go along with those, which I don't want to talk about or mention on here. This chair's really not comfy. I had to get rid of all the furniture in here because it was over 20 years old and it smelled really bad. My dad was a smoker and the furniture was just not really sanitary. So I had to wait till he was gone before I could get rid of everything. And then I didn't have any money to buy anything new, so I have to use these outdoor chairs that my sister bought us. So I could celebrate his birthday, his 89th birthday, and in style, out on the patio. With the family. I invited all the family, not to get off on a different subject, but I'm just so distractible. You can tell I have ADHD. I'm sorry, but just to get back with my cats. So I found out that Koniko had kidney disease, and it was fatal. So she only lived 7 years. I mean, we got her when she was a kitten, but I had to deal with that alone. I mean, my mom came over to be with me on the day that I brought Koniko to the vet. And the look in Koniko's eyes, she knew she was in danger. And she looked at me. See, you never forget the trauma. The trauma. It's like it happened yesterday. But I loved my cats, and it was such a hard time. Sorry. I don't want to cry. Anyway, I'm doing my best not to cry, because I have more things that I want to say. And this is also obviously going to be another series of videos for tonight. But I just had to make the videos. Not sure if I'll post them because I'm not comfortable showing my emotions, because I'm a Scorpio and we're very private people. But anyways, well, it's almost 15 minutes, so I'll end it here. I'm gonna take a little break and then come back to the third video for tonight, because I want to talk about my brother and some nice things that I feel like God sends me messages to comfort me, and I want to share 2 different things today or tonight. So I'll talk to you soon.